Howdy, friends. Welcome to the Voyageur Trail here in around Sault Ste. Marie in Algoma, Ontario. We're just hiking through this particular section of the Voyageur Trail, which we love. It might be our favorite section of the trail. And we're just going to take you along with us. This is what we do kind of in the winter, and we weren't sure if anyone would find it super interesting as much as we do anyway, but we thought maybe you would, so we'll take you along with us for a little adventure. We hope that you're having a good day, because we sure are. So here, there's no shortage of snowshoe hare tracks.
No.
Whenever we come on this trail, there's always, and these are fresh. These are like probably this morning, and they're just everywhere. And that's the case just about every time we come onto this trail, especially today. As you can see, the trail hasn't been used since our last decent snow dump. So I'm going to say better part of a week. So it's nice. The solitude is enjoyable out here. Loads of terrain changes here. It goes from sort of deciduous forest, some rolling hills, wide open under canopy, and then it gets into some wetland areas where there's a lot of cedar and spruce. There's some beautiful rock walls here and there. Always loads of animal tracks to see. And it's really, there's very few people on the trail, so it's so nice. We're about, the start of this trail, or this section of the trail, starts maybe a kilometer from the nearest road, and it's a pretty popular spot to start hikes. A lot of different hikes off of this main hub, but we're now in a spot where we're not going to see anyone. We'll hike all afternoon and not see anyone, and that's pretty neat when we're so close to town. We're about a 10-minute drive from our door, and then a 10-minute hike to the trailhead here. And then we get to hike through the bush and just see stuff like this on a quiet Sunday afternoon. Well, it might still be morning, actually. You'll see these white trail markers, and that's a sign that you're on the main Voyageur Trail. This is the hub trail of the Voyageur Trail, and there are many sort of side trails, little loop trails that go off of it. But if you're seeing the white trail markers, then you know you're on the main sort of spine trail, which we are on. keep trying to video Sherry falling down, which she is doing a fair bit, But I can never get her. She's very sneaky in her clumsiness. This is such a gorgeous trail. We're having such a beautiful hike. It's advisable to be very mindful to dress in layers. I know it's sort of an old cliche, but on a day like today where it might be -1 or 2, a little bit of a breeze kicks up, it can be cool, so you don't want to dress too light. Make sure you've got a merino wool or otherwise water wicking, moisture wicking layer at the very base to try to keep the moisture off you as best you can. And then that way you can take off a layer or take off a hat, as the case may be, in order to kind of stay a little bit cool. You want to be cool enough to be not sweating as best you can. And that's difficult sometimes if you're in a hard section of trail, or if you're running from a wild wolf, or perhaps trying to climb a hill and keep falling. But it's important to dress in layers, because if you start sweating and then you get turned around and you stop, and then maybe the wind kicks up and the weather changes on a dime, you're stuck in cold, and then you're in a little bit of trouble. Maybe you get frostbite or something, or worse, but hopefully not. I just wish Sherry would fall down. Obviously safely, she's very good at falling down. This is another one of those gorgeous spots. What was that, Cher?
That's gnarly.
So the Voyageur Trail is very, very well marked. It is maintained by the Voyageur Trail Association, and it's all volunteer based, and everyone works so hard, and you can adopt sections of trail that you can take care of yourself. And just a little note, Sherry and I kind of found out how to use these trail markers sort of by accident or just through trial and error. But you're going to see these trail markers, and you notice that one trail marker is up and to the left of the other, and the trails are so well maintained. Even in winter, it's pretty obvious where the trail is, but in case it gets overgrown or something, or in the winter maybe it gets windswept, these trail markers indicate which direction that the trail goes. So the main trail is here, and then the direction it goes is above. So if the trail takes a veer to the left, then the marker on the high side is going to be to the left, and if the trail were to go to the right, vice versa, that higher trail marker would be on the right side. So if you're taking these trails, because maybe this looks like a trail, you know, perhaps if you're a moose or something, but no, in fact the trail does go to the left, so we want to make sure we come to the left. And then not more than 20 yards away we can see our next trail marker. So but it does seem simple in sections, but it's not difficult to get turned around, especially on a blustery day. So it's important to take care and to have your wits about you and always know where you are with respect to where you just were. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a fresh little fox trail that comes down this pretty steep embankment and down and follows this trail all the way through. So we hope this fox hasn't been watching our adventures and finding out where we find all these snowshoe hare trails so that they can have an unfair advantage. A fox needs to eat just like any other animal, You can see all these snowshoe hare tracks, and then to see this little fox in the same vicinity would give one palpitations if one were perhaps a snowshoe hare or a vole or something. It's not that we don't want the fox to eat, but we don't want them to have an unfair advantage. Didn't quite get you there, Cher.
I almost went off the side.
You almost fell off the beaten path, as it were.
Oh my God.
There's a few challenging sections in this trail for sure, but nothing too crazy. So as we said a little earlier, the main trails are white, but then when there's like sort of offshoot loop trails, they're a different color. So we're going to take this one, which is the Beaver Pond Trail, and it's a blue trail marker. So we're going to go check out the Beaver Pond. Tough little sections there. Come to the Beaver Pond. It's not even frozen over just yet. You can see begins here and goes down. Runs out. We're going to try not to fall through. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, chef. Hey. The sun is even starting to peek out today. We've had such great luck today on our hike. It's been quiet and calm. No people, no wind, a little bit of sun, more airplanes than animals somehow. But we've had such a gorgeous hike today. You'll see behind us, we're just in this little clearing, sort of a little bog area. Even the sunshine decided to join us briefly for the day. This is something for those of you who live in the Sault Ste. Marie area. This is something within a 10-minute drive, and probably, well, it's taken us maybe 3/4 of an hour to an hour to get to where we are, but you can be somewhere really nice and remote and super cozy in a matter of 15 minutes of walking. So take advantage of it. Check out the Voyageurs Trail Association. I'll put the link, or we'll put the link in the description of this video. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll put it on the bottom of the screen, probably, maybe for those of you watching elsewhere. And get outside and check it out. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, the area is full of absolute beauty and solitude. And check it out, friends. We'll see you next time.